Long time no see. Welcome back to a brand new update on the Potts legacy. It has been a really long time, and I totally apologize for letting you guys hang out to dry for so long, but I literally haven't had time to play the game for myself in forever. So right before I install the Sims for Oasis kit thing, I did want to give you guys a super duper brief update on what has been going on in my household. So as you guys can see, we are here with Issac Potts, and oh my goodness gracious, has this boy changed. You probably remember him looking something sort of like this. Well, this, my friends, is what he looks like now. Issac decided to have a complete transformation inside and out. Granted, I will admit there are definitely some things you just can't shake. Now, I did want to go and show you guys his outfits really quick, and as you guys can see, he's starting to look a lot like his dad these days with his brand new athletic body and also his wardrobe change. He is looking more and more like Cole. So as you all can tell, he's got a little bit of a mixture of traits and aspirations going on over here. So for instance, he is a computer whiz still. He's very much into gaming and programming and things of that nature. He was actually going to go to college, but he decided he wanted to kind of, well, I wouldn't say he decided, but he was very tempted by that quick, fast life. So he is a kleptomaniac. He does have a paranoid and erratic personality thanks to his stepmom. Also, he is active, as we already have learned, and he is also a gamer as well. If you were wondering what life was like before Issac found himself in a very awkward conversation with his ex Dahlia in regards to giving their daughter Vera up for adoption, let me tell you. But first, I also want you guys to know that I do have all of my mods installed, all of them. I have like a mod pack of mods that are kind of like a little unorthodox, like not YouTube friendly, I guess you could say. Obviously, I'm not going to be featuring any of those here. I might be talking about some of the features and all that jazz, but you won't see anything. Yeah, just keep that in mind because this is my personal gameplay, and I do have that little mod pack that I throw in just in case I want any of the features. Oftentimes, I don't play with them. I just like certain features that come with the mod, if that makes sense. I'm talking about Wicked Whims, Base Mental, things of that nature. Actually, Base Mental does play a key part in Issac's physique, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So long story short, let me pause. I know this part's kind of boring. I don't know why he's wearing a sheet mask. I need to update my slice of life. But long story short, before Issac found himself in this little shack in Strangerville, he actually had a huge inheritance of money that his father left. But here's the gig. He didn't want to have any part of his previous legacy at all. He literally hates his stepmother with a burning passion. Lucia, she is just the most narcissistic, condescending asshat he has ever met. And actually, she's the one to thank for his paranoid and erratic personality because he's constantly thinking people doubt his potential. And with that, it's very hard for Issac to get close to women or just anybody for that nature. Like he's so afraid that they're gonna kind of just up and leave him, or like I said, not believe in his potential, this, that, and the third. So that kind of brings me to the next point. He donated all of his money. He literally went down to 1 simoleon, and well, I mean, I guess he had like 1,500 simoleons because he did have a lot that he was living in. But after that, he kind of was tempted by the fast life. Obviously, his father had a lot of connects because his dad, Cole, was a criminal. And so he did dabble in that a little bit. He was kind of getting mixed up with the wrong crowd, and he found himself often at the bars. It's actually where he met Dahlia. She was a bartender at the 8 Bells in Strangerville. And the moment he found her, he was smitten, or met her, I guess you could say, and they kind of hit it off. He waited until she was done with her shift. They went and grabbed a bite to eat, and there was just something so angelic about this woman that he literally couldn't stop thinking about her, and he knew that he had to be his best self in order to deserve her. But that fast life that I mentioned earlier was just way too tempting for Issac to get it right. And so what happened was he actually went to a nightclub one time with his boys and discovered Scarlett. She was one of the go-go dancers at the club, and he was really drawn to her as well. Two different personalities. Dahlia is like wifey material, and Scarlett is like the Bonnie to his Clyde. Do you know what I mean? She has quite a similar but toxic personality. She is a kleptomaniac, but she's ambitious. She's a clever, but she's jealous, but she's hot-headed. Whereas, to be honest with you, he doesn't really know much about Dahlia, like at all whatsoever. But his love for her was there. So anyways, he actually learned that Scarlett was homeless and decided to take her in for a little while. They were sleeping in 2 separate beds. She was kind of helping him make ends meet. A very tempting offer, might I add. But unfortunately, Scarlett started developing some pretty serious feelings for Isaac here, and even though he wasn't reciprocating them, the temptation was so strong, you guys. It was so strong. Meanwhile, he was already at this point in a full-fledged relationship with Dahlia. Come to find out, Dahlia actually fell pregnant, and if you guys remember, Isaac here actually has a daughter named Eleanor. Let me just go really quick and pull up my genealogy for my Potts legacy. So like, this is literally all of the Sims. So we have his dad Cole, then we have, I think Cole ended up having like 7 children. He had Isaac, he had Emerson, Presley, and I do believe Piper, all with Euro, I think is her name. I'm not 100% sure. And then he ended up actually having, I do believe, 1 daughter with Lucia, which was his wife after Euro. Then he ended up having 2 other children as like an affair and that type of a thing, yada, yada, yada. Moving on to Isaac. His sisters don't have any kids at the moment, but he does have a daughter who's about 6, and her name is Eleanor. She was the result of a teen pregnancy, and he has no relationship with her because he has no knowledge of Eleanor's existence. So anyways, moving forward, he did not want any children. He also didn't want to hurt Dahlia, so he convinced her to put their daughter Vera up for adoption, which honestly isn't his proudest moment, but he knew that he wasn't going to be able to give them what it took to be, you know, the best, you know, provider and father figure, yada, yada, yada. Basically, in a nutshell, he never did cheat on Dahlia, which is actually really becoming of him. Granted, everything else he did was honestly horrible. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a peeping Tom. No! Okay, we can't look at this. We can't look at this. This is forbidden. I told you I have Wicked Whims in, and oh my God, I have all the mods in. Do I play with some of them? I mean, if this situation's appropriate, don't judge me. But honestly, I like to have all the mods in, all the options, because I love when random things happen. I do not like the peeping Tom thing though, because it creeps me out, and I haven't had a single peeping Tom or peeping Tina until like now. I had to remove those mods temporarily. They are so unpredictable, and I could not risk a pixelated totally demonetizing my entire channel. Anyways, long story short, we have Isaac here going for his little morning run. Today is a Winterfest, but apparently he can still go to work to earn some simoleons. As you guys can see, he currently has a job in the tech programming field. I do believe he is a quality assurance technician. He actually just got a promotion. I do have to have him work on a few different skills to get a promotion, so we'll probably do that a little bit later. But there's still quite a bit to share with you. So in regards to Scarlett, she probably isn't wifey material, to be honest with you, but the fact that he like wanted to spare Dahlia's feelings just really did make me feel like there is hope for this family, because I swear, like, his dad was a complete freaking putz. Like, he was the worst person that you could probably ever get married to. Granted, he did end up kind of turning it around a little bit later on. So right now, their sentiments towards each other are starting to wear off. You know, I do feel like Dahlia is always going to be deeply wounded by the breakup, because she really loved this man, and she feels like she and their daughter were completely disregarded. And you know, he's feeling a little bitter about it because he didn't want to do that, but he also didn't want to hurt her, and he also is just, you know, he's kind of wallowing in this pity of self-doubt at the moment that I hope he does grow out of. And if you were to ask me, is Dahlia completely over it? I don't think she is. To be honest with you, I feel like she still loves Isaac, and it hurts her to be in this situation. And a part of Isaac is feeling like, holy crap, I might have made the biggest mistake of my life. Anyways, we're here at the library because I've had Isaac join a gaming tournament for 20 simoleons. Maybe possibly he'll be able to win. I don't know. He does have quite a high level of a gaming skill, nothing too like extravagant, but it is a level 4 and quickly rising. For anybody who wants to know what Isaac's skills are, this is currently what we are looking at. He has almost mastered the fitness skill, but I can't give him all the credit. So with base mental, when you go to the gym, there's this shady individual where you can purchase you know what's from to make yourself extra juicy like a turkey. You know how they put steroids in the chicken? Basically, you can put steroids in your thighs, and I'm not gonna lie, he definitely cut corners. He absolutely did. It's kind of interesting because if we were playing with Nixon in the Foremans, I do believe he was taking a steroid or like a form of that, so that would have been fun to play with. Anyways, long story short, yeah, so he took steroids, and he didn't make him like super beefy or anything, but he kind of took them as like a way to kind of give himself a little bit of a boost. Not that I'm condoning that in real life, because honestly, like, no. But what I'm saying is in the game that happened, and it really did help though. He got pretty plump there for a second, but ultimately, you know, he couldn't afford it because it's like 800 simoleons for like a vial. It's super duper expensive. And obviously he has other priorities. But anyways, going down to the wire here, if I open up his moodlet panel, you will see that he has the same proposition that Marlo got in Eco Lifestyle. He can marry, oh gosh, speaking of speaking of steroids, here is Roy D. Dillon. Royd. His name's Royd. Royd D. Dillon. Hey, Isaac. I feel like learning something new. No thanks, I'm busy right now. So yeah, that's actually the shady individual that sold him the you know, supplements, I guess you could say. You do need to be friends with him in order to get that option, but he'll be at any and every gym that your sim goes to. But as I was saying, he did get the married for money opportunity. Apparently one of his long lost relatives really wants to break that family curse and, you know, get married and stay married and all that jazz. See, that's kind of why I was telling you earlier. I feel, wait, hold on. It turns out the other the competitors in this tournament were better than Isaac. No prize this time. How is he feeling though? Because maybe we could go to the gym for a little bit. Are we hungry or anything? Let's see. I'm not really too famished. Maybe we can go and rummage in the trash can. I'm trying to see if there's any way that I can actually earn some simoleons really fast. I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna have him go rummage, and then we're also gonna breed with this frog, the dust surfer frog. So if I keep breeding these, like, we'll get $100 each one. So let me sell that. Now we're only at like 133. Anyways, so yeah, he's feeling like he might have made a mistake letting Dahlia go. But at the same time, he really does love Scarlett. I feel like Scarlett is broken like he is, so that's why he feels like he kind of gravitates towards her a little bit, because ultimately she kind of speaks the same language he does, and Dahlia kind of came from this perfect cookie cutter, you know, suburban home and lifestyle and yada yada yada, and like he just didn't feel like she was going to be able to relate to him, and he didn't want to damage her. And I know for a lot of people that probably doesn't make, there's like no books here. That probably doesn't make a lot of sense to many of you, and I completely and utterly understand, but that's just where Isaac's head's at. So I don't know, like, if he's gonna end up, hold on, I want to order some books. Give me a second. Order some condoms. He probably should, and actually, to be honest with you, he's been better at that. He's been way better at that. This is so weird to talk to you guys, because like I don't really like talk like this in my normal gameplay, but I really play very realistically here, okay? Like when I'm playing off camera, it is as realistic as it gets. I'm not afraid. I don't care. It's a damn game. More drama, the better. Like, obviously, there's a lot of unethical choices that I've made, and I would never, ever, ever do that in real life. That's why this is a video game and not reality. Just letting y'all know. But hold on, I do need to purchase a programming book. Not that I actually have the money for it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, just gonna put it in my cart. But like, I can't even I can't even afford it. Hold on a second. Let me just see if there's any way I can grab a price on this. I think it's underneath P. Hold on. Let me just scroll down a little bit more. Should be able to find it. Oh, okay. Programming. I can't afford it. It's only 75 simoleons. So I need to grab this because I actually have to have level 2 of the programming skill. So I know that I'm a little late going to work, but to be honest with you guys, I could totally use the hold on, use portable computer. Where the hell did you get that from? That's not your computer. Did he just steal a laptop? Oh my god, I don't know where he got that computer from. So I'm gonna have him go to work a little bit. He is feeling exposed because he was just near a sick sim. But anyways, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Like, should he try to rekindle things with Dahlia, or should he try to, you know, make this relationship work with Scar? I do feel like Scarlett could turn around and she could be, you know, everything and more. But again, as I referred to her earlier as Bonnie, she literally is Bonnie and Clyde. Like, she was so upset when he kicked her out of the house. He did do that, by the way. He kicked her out because he was like, you know, you're messing things up with my girlfriend. And I feel like that's like a really you know, wrong thing of me to do. Hold on a second. I made some delicious food. Are you hungry? I am actually, Mom. Thank you. But I'm at work right now and I'm trying desperately just to get a few simoleons in. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, he did kick her out. He did try to do the right thing. And then ultimately he still felt pretty bad about it. So he was like, you know what? I just need to end this relationship with Dahlia because my heart's not in it. And then the whole giving the daughter up for adoption thing, he thought he was doing the right thing. But here's the gig. So he actually has an open adoption with Vera. So he can see her when she's older. He can you know, kind of keep in contact with her, whereas Dahlia made it a closed adoption. So, I mean, there is, and she's just in foster care right now. I don't think she's actually been placed with a family. Excuse you, who the hell is Matt Baker? I mean, he must be like somebody we work with or something. I honestly have no idea who this kid is. But anyway, so I mean, I don't know, like there's still ways for him to redeem himself. And as far as Eleanor is concerned, maybe, you know, he'll have a relationship with her in the future. But again, like he doesn't know of her existence because Krista never told him because she was so young when she had the baby. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, long story short, that's kind of where I'm at in my gameplay process. Thank you guys for not judging the way that I play. I like to play very, you know, dramatic. I love everything to be like a telenovela. It's the way I keep things interesting. Usually there's some sort of like, you know, pot at the end of the rainbow, that type of a deal. But I am definitely feeling a little anxious. I'm excited though that he actually has a legitimate job. And then as I told you guys earlier, he did get a acceptance letter from the university. I can't read it again, which kind of sucks, but basically he was invited to both universities. He qualified for one distinguished degree at Foxbury, but at Brightchester. But he wasn't really interested in it, so he decided not to. Oh, I actually have 36 spinaches to sell, so we'll do that. I'm pretty positive he's one of Isaac's co-workers. We're gonna share our promotion news. I'm also going to, oh my god, hold on a second. We have Daddy Winterfrost. Is there any way possible that I could ask him for a gift? Because I could really use one right now. I don't think I can because I don't have a Christmas tree or any, hold on, I can give him a gift, but I can't ask for one. That's a little strange how he's like walking to my house. Hold on, I got a promotion at work today. I worked really hard to get this promotion. He did get a promotion, that is true. And it was a nice little boost as well, like financially, but honestly, it wasn't that like significant. I mean, it was. I think he earns, how much does he earn? He earns, oh my gosh, we have dust bunnies. No, I can't afford a vacuum. I have to turn that off. Okay, we earn $38 an hour. Ultimately, I have a lot of faith in Isaac that he is going to be able to break the Potts legacy curse, even though he has a lot of self-doubt and some image issues on his own behalf. I do believe he is capable of becoming everything and anything that he could ever want to be. Apparently, Matt Baker is a doctor. Maybe Matt could be like a father figure to Isaac. Somebody who's trying to point him in the right direction. I don't know. He actually seems like a really solid dude, so I would have no issue befriending him. Because the saying that you are a reflection of your 3 closest friends is so true, I would not mind having a doctor in my close circle. I am going to ask Mr. Daddy Winterfrost for a gift. I know that that's like very pretentious of me, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. And then I'm probably gonna end this update here. Again, I am definitely going to be marrying for money because I need the financial stability so freaking bad. I just don't know who exactly I'm going to end up marrying. And part of me feels like I'm going to end up marrying Scarlett. Here's the thing though. He's been taking his time to get to know Scarlett. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding. He knows everything there is to know about her, whereas he didn't know anything about Dahlia. So ultimately, that says a lot about their relationship as well. But you know what? Only time will tell. Oh, sweet. Our friend here gave us 491 simoleons when we asked. I mean, he is a doctor after all, and it will pay my bills. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this update here. I am super curious to know, what do you think Isaac should do in terms of marrying Scarlett or Dahlia, or maybe possibly should he find somebody new entirely? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
It's my time. Now step aside, don't cover my shine. My thing is my time.